Hi guys, in this episode I'm going to transform this piece to this. Stay tuned so that you can see how we do this transformation. Let's get started. Take a look at this. This is the hood latch mechanism from the front of my Mustang 5.0. It's the piece responsible for locking everything down, and frankly it looks terrible. It's completely rusted, covered in grime, and needs some serious help. Now sure, I could always just hop online and order a brand new replacement part, but if you're like me, and I know most of you are, you have that restorer's mindset. If you can save it, why wouldn't you? Plus, let's be honest, we're on a limited budget here. We have a whole sleek V8 to rebuild and a body to paint. We need to save our money for the big ticket components. Restoring this little piece means we get a perfectly functional, clean component without dipping down into our deep pocket. So today we're going to clean off all the rust and everything and bring this back to life. Okay, great. So we are set up. We have this to catch any water, main piece, our bolts, a wrench, a scraper, and we have some sandpaper. We also have some water with dish soap. Starting off, we started by unscrewing the screws that hold the piece together. There are a few screws that hold everything together. I started by unscrewing these so that we can clean everything, including the screws. As you can see, there is this spring piece. I disassembled that as well, and then I took all the pieces apart. Now I'm using a degreaser to actually spray everything and make sure we can get as much grease off. This piece was very dirty and very grimy, and I needed to spray a lot of degreaser round after round to actually get all the junk off. And then I use the brush to work the degreaser in everywhere and try to get as much dirt as possible out from this. There was something on the pieces, a silicone or something. I used the scraper to scrape everything off that I could get off. And continue to use the brush to just brush everything off, the spring, the bolts, the pieces, everything. I use the soap and water to then rinse everything down, just washing the whole thing with soap and water, trying to grease it even more after using the degreaser. And finally, it was time for sanding. I used some sandpaper to actually sand everything down. I think the sandpaper I am using is around 220 grit. You can use whatever you have at hand, anything works. Then for the bolts, I try to use my Dremel to actually, give them some life back. Because we got these bolts and I was doing it, so I thought, why not also try to clean the bolt a little? Since I don't have any other bolts right now. I might buy something in the future and, just put it in, but for now, this will make them a little more shiny. And here are the parts, all sanded, all cleaned up, looking absolutely astonishing. They look great in my opinion, and the best thing is we've got all the dirt off, so they are ready for painting. Now for painting, I started by spraying some isopropyl alcohol on every part and just cleaning it, just to ensure that the primer sticks well to it. This is the primer I'm using, the Rust-Oleum sandable primer. Always shake the bottle very well before you spray. Then I went on to spray the primer When I do the primer, I always start with a light layer of primer, and then I do a heavier layer, and then the last one I do the heaviest. When painting, do not rush any of the process and always make sure to dry the paint between coats, between layers. And now this is the pieces with the primer on, looking really great again. Much better than what we started with. I love seeing the parts with primer on. I think there's something satisfying about that. And now for the paint. I wrapped some plastic back on the part to paint the handle a different color than the part itself. I'm using this Rust-Oleum automotive black paint. Again, shake the bottle well, and I will spray the base color on the part. Same thing here. I spray 2 light layers, and then the last layer I do a wet coat, which is a really heavy coat. This is the handle painted. And I'm peeling off the plastic back to reveal the whole thing so that I can paint the other side. Now you can see the part painted with the handle painted. Now I will use the Rust-Oleum metallic paint to paint the rest of the part. Again, I'm spraying some alcohol just to make sure that the paint stick to it. I think metallic paint will look really good on it. And then I do the same thing, 2 light layers, and then 3rd coat very heavy. The last part I'm painting black. I'm using the same gloss black that I showed you before, and I'm just painting this part. I'm painting it black because I think it's a neutral color, and whatever then I will paint the engine bay, it would look good on it. This is the last layer, the clear coat, and this is the clear that I'm using. It's also Rust-Oleum. I always recommend, if you are using a brand, just stick with the same brand. Don't mix them together because they might react. For the clear coat, I do heavy coats. That's just how I do it. I don't know how the right way is, but I lay some heavy coats on. And guys, this is it. We're finally there. We cleaned the part, we sanded the part, we primed it, we painted it, and now it's time to reveal the final product we've made.
I'm like Martin Luther King, I got a dream. Catch me scrolling through the paper, not the screen. Yeah, I made it out the mud, I'm so pristine. I know cash was everything, I'm rocking cream. Ain't no fatigue, ain't got no fear, ain't no retreat and shit. I talk to God, but got a stick, okay, I'm keeping it. They say it's love, but when I bled, who I was bleeding with. I want peace, but if it's where it's M16s and shit.
This is the part. It looks absolutely insane. What do you guys think? Comment down below and let me know.